As a prep to this podcast, I was snooping around on your LinkedIn profile, your website, your Medium articles, et cetera, et cetera. And one thing that I really found striking is the words, I use experiments in causal inference to help teams move from opinion to evidence. I kind of, rec- uh, I kind of connect with that because I also believe that, causal inference kind of helps you move from the, predictive realm to the deterministic realm. Can you talk more about this particular sentence that you have on your website?
Sure. Yeah, it's really cool that you do your research before inviting people. So thank you for all of this attention. Um, since you congratulated me on my wedding, I must tell you on honeymoon I went to Egypt, and in
Nice.
Egypt I saw many like monuments that were built because people believed in something.
Mhm.
And for instance, part of the culture tried to praise the floods of the Nile River each year, which they could kind of predict, and they attributed it to a deity, a goddess. And it was a nice outcome because the floods helped like agriculture and so on and so forth. So they had this belief or this prevailing opinion that they should please deities in order to get better floods and nourish the grounds and have a nice crop this year. So, well, it made sense to them, but they never tried not to please the deity to see whether or not the next flood would be good or bad. So it was an opinion, untested opinion, and it relates to how people operate nowadays on business. They have a prevailing opinion, it makes sense, they can predict that if I do this, it will be followed by that. But they do not try to validate whether this is causal or correlational. And well, all of this storytelling is just to say that like managers, directors, and so on, they kind of hold on to an opinion, to a prevailing belief. They never test it. And they're basically doing what ancient civilizations did, uh, while now we have the technology and the data to say, hey, what if we experiment acting in another way? What outcome are we going to get? Is it going to be better or not? So I believe that this phrase, at least in my mind before I wrote it, it was like, well, I would like to help businesses, I believe you feel the same, achieve their full potential in the direction that they set. And basically that's why I tried to build this motto of this branding for myself.
Great.